because usually, because if you've never hired someone before, you don't know what to expect out of it. Being now you're a manager, and you suck at being a manager. All of my clients do, because they're CEOs. They're not managers of operations.
Well, it's funny because about 3 years ago, Gary Keller and I were talking, and I'm not name dropping here, but he made a point. He said, look, real estate is like getting a BA, like you're getting a business degree. The moment you hire somebody, now you got to get a PhD, because it's that different, and it's that much more difficult, and it comes with and you not only do you have to learn how to do it, but you're going to make mistakes and you're going to fall down, whether you hire us or someone else, like physical or virtual, like that whole. And by no means am I saying that there are people that have got it perfectly figured out, but there is a formula, and learning that formula is like going to school and get a PhD, right? I mean, wouldn't you agree, Bob?
Oh, I do, because here you hire people because you have a successful business. Well, all of a sudden now you become a manager. And the biggest mistake people make is that they don't have clearly laid out hiring procedures, onboarding procedures, and those are some of the things that we provide for our clients. How to onboard a support staff person, whether they're VA or in the office. And so you just have to think this through before you just jump in the frying pan. And that's why we really stress self-managed, self-discipline. And why I also say hire a VA first, because you've probably never hired anybody before. Okay, so the relationship's probably going to be destroyed, and you're going to say as an agent, well, that VA didn't work. Well, really, did the VA not work, or were you not prepared to learn how to effectively communicate now with somebody in your business?
Right.
And usually I say the first hire somebody makes is the worst hire they're ever going to make. Unless, like with our clients, and that's a different story, because we're involved in that interview process and that coaching and mentoring of our client on how to effectively communicate. The success and failure, I mean, what is the statistics I read from an HR company? 74% of employees are looking for another job. And the number one reason was how they're being treated.
Well, and nobody ever leaves a job. They leave a manager.
Yes, totally agree. Okay, unless the company is downsizing or whatever. But, to me, even downsizing, if you're truly valuable to that company, why are they ever going to downsize you? Because if you're valuable, the business should keep going up.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, and to further this point, right, and we're talking about this a lot, and so if you're a top-producing agent, what we're talking about applies to you. Brand new agent, this is where you're going to go. There's this process. It's in the beginning, it's I do it, and then at some point, it's we do it, and that's where you're involved in the huddles and the production and all that. And then at some point, it's they do it, and that's when you know you have a business, because prior to that, you have a job. You have a highly compensated freaking job, and so that's a new world for most folks.
Well, and so where do we go from here? Okay, now usually the next hire is going to be an in-house person. Now, a lot of times agents will say, well, I just want to hire a buyer agent. That is the worst move you can ever make before you have operational excellence, because you, the rainmaker, are going to be stuck doing the transaction management. Okay, and your time is worth a heck of a lot more money than doing that transaction management. So you hire a part-time VA, maybe a part-time client care coordinator in your office, and once you learn to effectively work with those, now we go out and hire a buyer agent, and now this is where we start leveraging the rainmaker's time with other salespeople. So now, eventually, with our clients, our ultimate goal for all of our clients is that they get to, you look at Gary's 7 levels of an agent. Our goal is to help every single one of our clients achieve that 7th level. And what I've discovered over the years is most don't want to achieve the 7th level. A majority don't. They're happy at level 6, which is simply, I don't go on listing appointments, I don't take buyers out, I just want to be the CEO of my company. Level 7 is you're investing and you have multiple pillars of income coming in. So, but, we're always saying every person's business is different. So it comes down to what our listeners, where do you want to develop? If we hired a part-time VA, now we go to an in-house office person. Now we start building our buyer agent division. And I would say as a rainmaker, everybody should want to aspire to really form a team, because you are the CEO of your business. It's like what I said on our last hangout. Okay, it's like you owning a business and you're the only employee of your restaurant. You own this restaurant and you're the only employee. Well, how many meals are you going to serve for dinner? 2?
Right.
Okay? In real estate's no different. You got to change your mindset from being a salesperson to being an entrepreneur CEO and leverage your time through the other people. So it's all about, and you get to decide how big you want your business to be. And what I've discovered over the 25 years of doing this, Daniel, once you have operational excellence, you have strong lead generation coming in, and you're tracking all of your leads, you can't stop the business from growing year to year. You can cut off all advertising and still grow by 20 or 30% because the systems now run it. And
Right.
that's the beauty of it.